Hello and welcome back to our channel. In today's video, we will be discussing the questions 11 to 15 of NTA UGC NET EXAM Paper 1 of December 2019 first shift. And as already we have started the series on discussing previous year questions, last two videos we have discussed until question number 10. So this series continues till 50th question. So stay tuned to our channel because this is going to be important for the coming exam as well as for all preparation of NTA UGC NET exam paper 1. So without much delay, let's get on to our video on discussion. The question is, learner communication has relatively high potential of challenging, and you are given 4 options. Teaching as profession. Option B is innovative and creative ideas. Option C is methods of teaching, and option D is long-held attitudes. So let's see which is the right answer for the question. So the question goes like learner communication. So it means that the communication from the part of the learner or the student. And traditionally, we are in a traditional education system was kind of one-sided, where the teacher continues to explain. It is kind of chalk and talk, and the teacher continuously write on the board and explain to the students. Whereas no such participation was there from the learners or the student. They just mug up everything the teacher teaches them. But the later education system has developed and it gives more importance to learner communication as well. So this learner communication challenges certain thing, and the question is on what does it challenges. So out of the given options, let's see which all options we can eliminate and which option we can select as the answer. Okay. So, teaching as profession. Of course, learner communication will never challenge teaching as profession, because a good teaching and good understanding is possible once there is a learner communication. So, and the next one is innovative and creative ideas. For the betterment, for a good for an innovative class and a creative ideas, there must be the participation from the teacher as well as from the student. So it can also be eliminated from the question because it does not, the learner communication does not challenge the innovative and creative ideas. So we can eliminate that option as well. Now let's see the third option, which is methods of evaluation. Of course, we can understand that learner communication does not challenge the methods of evaluation. Instead, it improves the methods of evaluation. The learner communication is very crucial for the teacher to analyze the critical ability or the potential of the student. So, methods of evaluation is also not the option. Then the last and the final option which is remaining is long-held attributes. Long-held attitudes. So what are long-held attitudes? Long-held attitudes are like the traditional beliefs or the propositions which have been believed for a long time since past. Of course, I have said you that the traditional mode of teaching was kind of chalk and talk method, and this attitude of teaching was challenged when the learner communication is given importance, and thus the answer for the question is long-held attitudes. Now the next question from December 2019 NTA UGC NET exam paper 1 is from a research aptitude part, and let's see the question. The question goes like, a university teacher intends to study the relationship between level of aspiration and achievement of rural children. Which design of research will be most appropriate in the context? So there are basically different types of research. They're like the experimental research, for ex post facto research, action research, and you are given 4 options. Let's say the 4 options are given here. The first one is experimental research design. The second one is ex post facto research design. The third one is historical research design, and the fourth one is survey research design. So in the given question, of course you can eliminate the first and the third option, because experimental research design, it is more of into the scientific research design, and of course this kind of research comes under the social sciences and is not the scientific one. So let's eliminate the option A. Now the third one, historical research design, it's more of a kind of historical study or the historical research, okay? As the name suggests, it is more of a kind of study of the historical times, and this question is of course not based on the historical research, which can also be eliminated. Now comes the survey research design, and the second one, ex post facto research design. So ex post facto research design, it means that something has already happened and you are going to learn upon it, okay? And the variables you take for research in ex post facto research cannot be manipulated, because those things are facts. The regular facts cannot be manipulated, and such kind of research design is called as ex post facto research. While the survey research design is kind of survey in which the researcher gives you certain questions. Of course, you might have filled certain questionnaires in which you will be asked certain questions, and it depends. And the variables in a survey research design can be manipulated, and it can vary. The average of the survey is usually taken as the final output. So the survey research design is also not completely based on fact. In the given question, there is something which is given as clue, okay? The achievement until now has made by the rural children. So the achievement is a kind of fact. The result or the percentage of the winning percentage, success percent, or the failure percent of a given school or a given community is of course a fact, and the variables cannot be manipulated. So such a kind of research on achievement has made by the children and also on aspiration comes under option B, ex post facto research design, and which is the right answer for the question. Now let's move on to the third question, which is, in which level of teaching lower level learning outcomes get focused? Okay, and this is a question, and you are given 4 options. The first one is memory level, second one is understanding level, third one is reflective level, and the fourth one is autonomous developmental level. Basically, there are 3 kinds of levels of teaching. Memory level of teaching, the second one is the understanding level, and finally, it is reflective level of teaching. And let's see what are these memory, understanding, reflective levels of teaching. Okay, the memory level of teaching is kind of rote learning, okay, in which you memorize a lot of facts and is usually preferred for the lower classes, while the understanding level is kind of a mastery of subject by developing understandings or developing insights. This include more of a kind of innovative and creative thinking from the part of the learner, and it is usually preferred in the middle class level of learning. Okay, and now the third one is the reflective level of teaching, which is kind of use of knowledge and research skills of learners for solving real life problems, and this is the one which is used in the higher education level. For example, most of you aspire to become college lecturers, or also you aspire to become research scholars. What exactly you really do in research? You use your understandings or your basic knowledge or your problem solving abilities to tackle certain problems in real life situations, and you do a lot of studies for it. It is called the reflective level, where you reflect the basic knowledge that you have acquired until now and use it for the purpose of learning. And it is a reflective level of teaching. And now the question is, out of which where the lower level learning outcomes get more focused. Of course, we have discussed it is a memory level of teachers where the lower level outcomes like rote learning or memorizing is usually practiced. The right answer is option A, memory level of teaching. Now let's see the next question in this discussion. And the question is, which of the following are rhetorical techniques for structuring classroom communication? Okay, you are given certain options and let's see those options, okay? Those choices, okay? Option A is relating the day's topic to students' interests. So below you are given certain rhetorical techniques for classroom communication, and from the below options you have to choose which are the right techniques, okay? And the first one you are given relating the day's topic to students' interests. Okay, so first of all, you are going to learn something, and if the teacher begins by telling or relating the day's topic. For example, if a teacher is talking on success and you are given example as like that of Sachin Tendulkar, you will get interested more, right? Why? Because it is part of the students' interest. So the day's topic related to the students' interest is a good technique for classroom communication, and it can be chosen as the right option for the question. Okay. So second B option is providing scattered information to the target audience. Do you ever feel like learning when the teacher gives you scattered knowledge that he or she tells you here and there points and you won't get a complete idea of it? Will you ever listen to such kind of classes? No, right? So that option can be eliminated. Option B is wrong. Now let's see what is C. Smooth transition from one idea to another. So it's good. Okay. For example, in a class, if a teacher is teaching on environment, okay, and the lecture goes and goes like on environment, and on a sudden when the teacher without any information moves to another topic which is communication, do the students feel interested in such kind of classes? No. So it is always recommended to have a smooth transition from one to another. When you are able to connect environment and communication, there will be a smooth transition and students get more interested in such kind of classroom communication. So this technique can be used as an answer. So A and C are good options. Now let's see which options given below contain this. Okay, so let's see option A, B. Option A gives A, B and C. Choice A gives A, B and C. We know B is wrong answer, so we can eliminate choice A. Now choice B, again B is there, which can also be eliminated. Now C, okay, A, C and E. Okay, this is the only existing choice where the two right answers or the two right techniques are mentioned, and you are given another technique as well, which is E. It is always recommended you have to look into each of these options before clicking the right answer. So let's see what is E. Okay, E is using media to improve the quality aspect of reception of messages. Okay, I show a globe here and I tell you this is a globe, and this visual media has more ability to capture your attention, each student's attention in a classroom communication. Think of another situation when I tell you like a globe is something like a spherical something. It has a pictorial representation of different continents, different countries. Will you ever be interested in such a class? No, right? So a media has the ability to attract the audience attention and can deliver the message. So option E is also right. Thus, we can choose the choice C, which has the options A, C and E. Now, let's see the last question in this video. And the question is, the term yogic or intuitive pertains to which of the following pramanas? And you are given four options: perception, inference, verbal testimony and comparison. So, yogic or intuitive is more related to the perception or pratyaksha pramana, and this is the right answer for the question. So, intuitive is the ability to analyze or understanding something which is already perceived, and this intuitive is related to perception or the pratyaksha pramana, so it is the right answer for the question. So with this, we come to the end of today's video on previous year question paper discussion. And if you have enjoyed the video, stay tuned to our channel because more videos in this series are coming and which will surely help you with your preparation. So stay tuned, stay subscribed, and thank you for watching. Bye bye.